How hot is it out here? Dang. That means it's time to install the swamp cooler because we don't have AC. So here's an easy way to do it. This is my swamp cooler that I'm going to install into this window. So I'm going to install these eye bolts through this so that I can hang it from the eye bolts that are there with a chain to the fascia board. So it'll be sitting partially on the window. I'll be able to close the window and put a piece of wood around it and then attach chains from these two hooks up here, well, they're eye bolts, to the ones that I'm going to install here to support it. Now that I got both holes drilled, I can put these in, take the nut off, put these in, and put this washer around on the inside, and then put the nut up against that so that I have a nice area that I'm holding and I don't have any chances of the bolt coming out of this hole just from the weight. And these things aren't too heavy, but you just never know. I like to be extra. Now I got her up there, mounted on the chains, and I put a piece of wood up here to just take up the space that the window couldn't close. Then we'll duct tape it in and assemble the water from this connection to this connection right to our faucet out back. So what I'm going to do is give it a test run with the pump after I put on the sides. Tighten this up with a wrench and fire it up. So this is the hose that goes to the swamp cooler. It's usually about 1/4 inch. It's a pressurized fitting. So you'll need one of these and one of these. It's like a sleeve and a ferrule, or a ferrule and a nut. And so what you do is, I already did this to mine for last year, but the only thing that I did was I unscrewed the hose bib that was here, and I bought one that had this this other valve here so that I could attach my swamp cooler to it. So it was really as easy as just unscrewing this and buying one with this already on it and screwing it back on. So right now I'm just going to tighten this up, and then we're going to test for leaks. And so everything's connected and it's filling up. It's kind of got a bunch of dirt and stuff. This was at my shop, so we're going to fill it up, clean it out, and then get it going through the pads. See all that? That's just dirt and dust. Of course, I could not find a pair of pliers or channel locks to save my life, but what I did find, it's overkill, but it'll work. All right, now I completely drained it. Got as much of the dirt and dust and stuff out that I could. Some of this is just corrosion on the bottom that I'll fix at a later date, probably when I take this one out. But so now we're just going to let the water fill up until it gets above this bottom portion of the pump. Then we'll fire up the pump and see what kind of output we've got going on here. Make sure everything's running good. And then we'll put the sides on. Okay, so we got it all cleaned up, the water. Now we're going to turn on the pump and make sure that there's plenty of water flow coming out of these hoses up here. Because see how this works is it sucks the air through these vents, that the water distributes water all the way out through this, makes this really wet. So when it sucks air through it to go into your house, it's cold. And it's pretty easy to use, pretty easy to fix, pretty easy to replace, and they are a lot cheaper than getting a full AC unit. Okay, so we're ready. I just want to make sure I got good water coming out. That's okay that it's spilling out. Now we'll give it just a little bit of time for all of these pads around the whole thing to get wet. This is a really great way to cool your entire house without spending a fortune, and do it yourself. Right now I can see that the water is trickling down through these pads, so I can go ahead and turn it on. Let me back up from it so you can see it. Here's the grill that's on the inside. I'm going to turn it to high cool so you see what kind of pressure we got. This is enough to do the whole house. So I just crack a window at the end of the house and we're good to go.